We've all heard firefighters know their way around a kitchen, but how do they measure up against other hall cooks from across the country?
Did we frighten you guys?
We did look at you, so we were frightened.
In this next half hour, we're putting their culinary chops to the test.
They look a little behind, maybe a little slow.
I guess they don't grow them as big out in Saskatchewan.
I thought the vegetables were poorly done.
But the stakes are high because they're cooking for a cause.
We take a lot of pride in helping out children on calls.
I've been up to burn camp. It's an important charity to both of us.
$1,000 for their favorite charity is on the line.
We can totally just destroy them.
We want it more. We're young and they're old.
We traveled across the country and found the best fire hall chefs. Our firefighters will be broken up into two teams, red and blue. They'll have 45 minutes to make an appetizer and a main to present to our panel of judges for a chance at the $1,000 donation to their charity of choice. But before they start cooking, we're taking you across the country to meet the contestants in their hometown fire halls. In 1886, the city of Vancouver ordered their first fire engine. Today, Vancouver is home to 800 firefighters, and two of the city's finest are cooking one of the oldest fire hall meals. It's no easy task, but they've got tradition on their side. It's the history buffs with big hearts.
My name is Daryl Ducharme. I'm 36 years old, and I've worked for the Vancouver Fire Department for 5.5 years.
Tony Eider, 42 years old, worked for the Vancouver Fire Department for 8.5 years.
It's a technical rescue hall, so we respond to all the high-angle rescue calls when they are there, or below grade if it's something that you can't get out of.
We're not the one that goes on the rope, but we can if we have to.
Yeah.
But we're usually the ones that pull the rope.
Rarely comes down to that, yeah.
I was a ski bum in Whistler for 8 years. I became a volunteer firefighter up there, and that's how I find myself as a career firefighter down here in the city. It's a great job. You get to drive cool fire trucks around. We get great boots. And it's a great city. It's one of the oldest fire departments in North America.
Apparently, the firefighters used to be a little smaller back in the day, eh? You want to move over a bit there, Fatso?
We call it Fatso.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
We've been on a number of teams together.
We were on the tug-of-war team. To say that we were prepared would probably be a little bit of an understatement.
They had technique and we had brawn. I was Mr. July 2007. That was 5 years ago and about 30, 40 pounds ago.
Until they bring out the Speedo version of it, then I'll be out on the firefighters calendar. In my spare time, I have taken up photography. I'm definitely not any expert with it, but it is something that I enjoy doing, and traveling and taking photos. I have taken my camera here to the hall. Not very often anymore, because guys tend to, make fun of you a little bit for doing it, but just something I do in my spare time.
He's a good boy. At 42, I find myself a new dad. I figured once I was 40, if I didn't have a kid by then, it wasn't gonna happen, but I met the right woman, and now I'm a daddy.
It's Daisy.
Is my life a little more hectic because I have a baby?
This one had the number 3 diaper. That was all the pee and poo we had here last night.
Hell yeah. I'm surprised I'm even allowed to be here right now.
So we'll take you into the kitchen here. We'll see what's going on.
Where the magic happens.
Where the magic happens. Tony's an excellent cook. I've worked with Tony for a few years now.
He does what I say when I say it.
I'm here just basically to fill up a lot of space.
He's pretty creative. He cooks every night, pretty much.
Look at them. They don't get that size from not liking cooking.
Fish tacos are on the menu, and I just want to compliment the guys on a nice julienne cut pepper. Very nice. Our charity that we're going to be playing for is the BC Professional Firefighters Burn Fund. I've been up to burn camp. I was there last year for the first time. It was an excellent experience to work with these kids who've gone through so much in their lives in such a short period of time, and it's nice to go there and help them have a great week where they're not judged, they're not looked at funny because of the burns they have, and it's an important charity to both of us. We want to have a good time with it. I think we're both kind of meat and potatoes kind of guys. We're not going to take our squirt bottle of sauce and, decorate the plate.
It's going to be very, very basic, but very good.
Here in the heart of Saskatoon, I'm not surprised why this city has inspired lyrics by Johnny Cash and the Tragically Hip. Well, this next team of firefighters you're about to meet are the perfect harmony of athleticism and music. It's Mr. March and the musician.
My name is Jeff Tisdale. I'm 28 years old. I've been on Saskatoon Fire and Protective Services for 1 year.
My name is Drew Finley. I'm 31 years old and I've been on Saskatoon Fire and Protective Services for 6 years. What inspired me to get on with the Saskatoon Fire Department is a want and a desire to help the people in my community.
My older brother, Brent, who's also a firefighter in the city here, he was hired. And when I was going through university, I was living with him and saw exactly how much he liked it. I figured right then that that was what I wanted to do.
Before I was working at the University of Saskatchewan doing science at the Cancer Center. I knew that was good work because it was definitely going to help people, but I didn't get that immediate impact that I was looking for. I had a friend who I went to school with in science, and he actually became a firefighter first and kind of inspired me to go that route. 8 Hall here has been a great hall so far. We have the old antique truck here, which we take out on the parades. We also have a great kitchen. You wash, I'll cut.
Being a rookie, Drew's really helped out a lot. I've been working with him a few times, especially in the kitchen.
He's always willing to do whatever we need. He'll chop everything, he'll wash everything, and then he'll even do dishes after, so that's always good. Just starting to do the tomatoes for the salad.
Yeah, looks good. Drew brings, I think, a lot of the experience, a lot of the recipes.
And Jeff, he's our happy guy.
I've always been happy.
He's the junior man who keeps everything going. We think of ideas, he does it. I like to cook so I don't have to clean.
There's lots of different things we'll do around the hall. Usually once all the duties are done and we have some time to enjoy ourselves, we'll step outside and we'll throw the Frisbee around.
We have some long shifts here at the fire hall, so we always have to keep ourselves upbeat and outgoing, so there's some pranking that sometimes goes on. One of the most important things about Saskatoon is we like our pie. Something you might not know about me as well is that I was Mr. March 2011. It was my 30th birthday present to myself. I thought I'd lose a little weight and try and look good for the ladies. You do have a tendency, if you do go in the calendar, to get ragged on by some of the guys. But for myself, I thought it was a great idea, a little motivation to stop eating a little too much food at the fire hall. The charity we're going to be cooking for is the Saskatchewan Pediatric Fund.
We take a lot of pride in helping out children on calls, and calls with children can be pretty tough sometimes.
I have 2 young children, and if anything was to happen to them, I'd want to make sure they're taken care of very well here in my own city where I can be around.
It means a lot to at least help out in that situation.
I would say I'm more competitive than Jeff. He's a pretty happy guy, and maybe on the football field he turns it around, but I'm always pretty much competitive.
We balance each other out.
Why we're gonna win, first of all, we don't think Tony can cook comfort food like we can cook comfort food.
We're the underdogs going to their home field.
We want it more. We're young and they're old.
We're gonna do everything we can to take them down.
Up next, teams head to the Mila Gallery in Vancouver to put their culinary skills to work.
Are you downloading our cookbook? Is that what you're doing?
We looked at it, we just weren't satisfied.
Here at the Mila Gallery in Vancouver, our firefighters are about to battle it out in the kitchen to claim the $1,000 prize for their favorite charity.
Walking into the studio today, I'm looking tough, but I'm definitely shaking on the inside.
I really hope that we can get this meal off and cooking well and the judges really enjoy it.
Looking forward to the new challenge. Kind of fun, kind of different.
Walking in, I'm pretty nervous. I'm not sure what to expect. Looking forward to putting on a good show, hopefully.
We're at Mila Gallery in Vancouver. In the kitchen with me, we have Tony and Daryl, the Big League Chews from Vancouver. They're our blue team. And we've got Drew and Jeff, the Comfort Kitchen crew from Saskatoon. They are our red team. How are you guys doing today?
Excellent.
Excellent. Are you nervous, Tony?
Cool as a cucumber.
Good to know. Well, let's turn up the heat. Let's meet your judges.
He was named Food Network's Top Chef Canada in 2011. Has worked for top chefs Gordon Ramsay and Danielle Boulou, and he is corporate chef at chefathand.com and Canada's favorite celebrity restaurateur. It's Dale McKay. Many know her from her successful show on the Food Network.
So we'll start with the garlic and ginger.
She's written 2 national best-selling cookbooks, Everyday Indian and Quick and Healthy Indian. And this isn't her first time judging on camera. She was also a guest judge on Iron Chef America. It's Val, the Spice Goddess. Mila was founded in 1899 and is the world's largest family-owned and operated appliance company. Joining us, the Vice President of Marketing for Mila Canada, Kelly Lamb.
Well, now you guys know who you need to impress. Captain, shake hands, be friendly. Well, there's only one thing left to say. It's time to start cooking with fire. Go.
Okay, you want to get doing those potatoes?
I like to wear rubber gloves when I'm handling other people's meat. I don't think people should be eating what's underneath my fingernails.
When he got in my car, he put those on too.
I don't like the plastic flavor in my food.
You got those gloves on now still?
Well, you never know when I might have to shake someone's hand or something.
Unbelievable.
Comfort Kitchen crew from Saskatoon. What are we making here today?
We're going with a Juicy Lucy hamburger. It's one of our specialties at the Fire Hall in Saskatoon.
What makes it juicy?
Cheese on the inside.
I love a burger with cheese.
Yeah, it'll just come gooing out at the end.
Excellent.
We got some poutine with some potato wedges going, and then we're gonna start you off with a little bit of hamburger taco soups.
Just got some potato wedges over there. Those are gonna take at least 45 minutes. You better get those in the oven.
Can I tell you about pucks and gravy?
Yeah.
We've got 2/3 ground beef, lean, 1/3 hot Italian sausage for a little bit of zing.
Now you're making the gravy for the pucks and gravy?
I'm cheating a little bit. I'm gonna use the packaged stuff. I'm gonna throw in a can or 2 of the cream of chicken.
What's your appy?
The wings.
You got a sauce there that you think Val's gonna like?
Oh, there's a little paprika in there. I used to watch Val. Yeah, we threw that in there for a little touch.
I'm interested to see what's in this puck.
Yes.
What's on the menu there, fellas?
Just some regular old comfort food.
I was kind of digging their name, the Comfort Kitchen crew.
I hate that term, comfort food.
Comfort food, comfort food, comfort food.
Like nails down a chalkboard.
Comfort food. For somebody who hates comfort food, you really cook a lot of comfort food. I don't know why they don't like it. It's like a warm blanket that just nuzzles you in and keeps you warm at night. How can you not like that?
I just hear Martha Stewart's voice in my head. That's special comfort food.
The taco soup sounds interesting.
I don't know. I just don't like the sound of it. For me, taco has to be nice and crispy.
That's where the magic happens, eh?
Oh, baby, look at that.
I love the way Tony cracks eggs. It's a production, you know, he's full on, just shells are out to the side, true professional.
I'll get these in the oven. Looks like we're way ahead of the game. They look a little behind, maybe a little slow.
We're slow, but we ain't behind.
Wait a minute, I think he just threw a shot at us. Saskatoon called us slow, really? I guess things are a little bit faster when it's just completely flat out there, right?
Yeah, that too.
I don't know when you have nothing else to do. Are you guys making moose burgers over there? Or?
Yeah, you know, hunted it ourselves yesterday.
Shoot the moose and brought it over and stuff it in a suitcase, or how's that work?
It's a little hard to get on the plane, but definitely worth it.
Are you giving our out-of-towners a hard time?
No.
Supposed to be friendly, remember?
You know what, I think they're even out-of-towners even in their own town.
I put way too much egg in this. These are not forming up. I'm screwed.
This meat's a lot different than what we were using before.
I'm forming the burgers, and in my hands, I'm like, I use too much egg. What am I gonna do? Well, I'm on camera, so there's nothing I can do, so I just went with it.
Texture is so important for a good burger.
The Saskatoon team isn't exactly getting off to a good start.
Where's our strainer?
Strainer?
Will they pull it together or end up with egg on their face?
We're
We're super awesome.
The confident red team is keeping it simple with a burger and fries, while our blue team is picking up steam and cooking up a fire hall favorite.
We get some water going for these, and we can even start the water for those.
Tony is an authority in the kitchen, absolutely. He knows what he's doing.
Cutting was a little subpar, Daryl, I'm sorry. Open this, junior man. Do it.
Yes, sir.
I'm very glad that you listened to me when I told you to do something.
I know my place.
So may I ask, who exactly do you think you're feeding with these things? These are massive.
This is just the average, ordinary sized burger for a firefighter, you know?
This is a Saskatoon-sized burger.
This is a Saskatoon-sized burger.
I am just worried. I think he should just boil them first.
I don't think our burgers are big enough.
The Juicy Lucy's, apparently, they're filled with cheese inside.
And there's poutine with more cheese.
Good thing I like dairy.
So instead of traditional cheese curds, you've done grated cheese for your poutine.
Yeah, that's more of a Quebec thing. I'm not Quebecois, so I wanted to do my own prairie take on it. So we went with what we know best. Good old Fort cheddar and some mozzarella.
The secret ingredient for the gravy, old fire hall coffee that's been sitting on the burner for, a couple hours.
That's from your hall.
This is from our hall.
Authentic.
Authentic fire hall coffee.
Does old coffee sound good to you, Jeff?
Sounds terrible.
Ooh, smells excellent.
Who would want to eat something with that in it?
Gonna borrow a pair of Tony's rubber gloves. He doesn't know I took these ones. I think they're clean.
I think that one is to polish their fire truck or something.
May I say that Saskatoon probably wins for the cleanest cooking counter.
Something that we pride ourselves on, We're like super awesomely fast. I think we were done that fast just because we're just such excellent cooks. Those other guys, they were kind of flopping around, they making lots of noise, clang and stuff. It was messy.
No, they're too loud.
What's going on over there?
Why, did we frighten you guys?
A little bit.
We did look at you, so we were frightened.
That's just mean. Don't talk about Daryl that way.
They've been on the department a little too long, They've kind of lost their urge.
I think so.
They needed a nap.
You guys have indoor plumbing in Saskatoon yet?
All this talking might be the demise.
Now that we have some extra time, maybe we should get to know our competitors. You guys got some time to talk? We'd just like to get to know you.
Best way to get to know us, and this is no joke, if you come over here and just start washing.
Really?
Yeah. I found that I've learned a lot from guys when they're washing dishes, they get a little bit more honest, maybe talk about their feelings.
I'm just so scared, just shaking.
So your potatoes are out of the oven.
Well, yeah, you're just gonna put 2 different types of cheeses on there, let them melt, and
It'll be an ooey gooey mess of goodness.
An ooey gooey mess of goodness. That is what I want to hear. You guys have 5 minutes until you plate your food.
I'm not even worried about it. We can totally just destroy them.
Do you guys want to take a little bit of our time over there?
This is your warning. You guys have 5 minutes until you have to plate.
Excellent, thank you.
Which I don't think it looks like it's going to be a problem.
Do a little stretching. How's Tony doing over there?
Stupid.
Delicious. That's fantastic.
I hope it's not overcooked though.
Saskatchewan's being pretty calm and collective over there.
Jeff, wake up, wake up.
jeez.
They're almost done, I think.
How long have you been?
You were asleep for a good 5 minutes there.
Oh, man.
I guess they don't grow them as big out in Saskatchewan. I'm just saying.
Just gonna check my emails.
Are you downloading our cookbook? Is that what you're doing?
We looked at it, we just weren't satisfied. There's almost too much comfort food in it.
It's getting to me. I'm gonna go over the top soon. Had a bit of an accident. We'll cover it up with the broccoli. No one will know.
Nice job.
Blue team, red team, your time is up. It's time to face the judges.
Up next, what will the judges have to say?
The poutine wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I can't eat burger without cold beer.
They look a little behind, maybe a little slow.
Are you guys making moose burgers over there?
It's time to face the judges.
Which team will take $1,000 for their charity and bragging rights at their fire hall?
Judges, in front of you is an appetizer prepared by the Comfort Kitchen crew from Saskatoon. Jeff, do you want to explain what our judges will be enjoying?
Yeah, it's a taco soup. There's a bit of a tomato base in there. Corn, black beans, taco seasoning.
Whenever you read a description like taco soup, you don't know what you're going to get, but this looks nice.
The colors look so beautiful. Every spoon is better. After the first one, I just, I'm getting more spices in.
I like the corn for texture. And I like the lime too.
The cilantro and the lime, we kind of put that in there ourselves.
That was a good idea.
It's like a good Saskatchewan chili. It doesn't have the heat, but it has everything else in it.
Judges, in front of you is the main. Drew, can you explain exactly what our judges will be enjoying today?
First off, you have the Juicy Lucy. It's been dubbed that because of the Old Fort cheddar cheese that's on the inside. So it should come out nice and gooey. And we've paired that with world's greatest side, poutine.
So who's Lucy?
It just comes,
Just
I'd like to say it's one of our recipes, but it's something we've picked up.
And good move on the onions.
I was worried about it because those Vancouver boys were teasing you guys.
I hope you got clean fingernails over there, hey?
Are you guys making moose burgers over there?
Did we frighten you guys?
But this is one of the best burgers I have ever eaten. I'm speechless.
It seemed like every dish we had, they were kind of worried about before they even ate it, but it turned out that I think that worked in our favor, actually.
I just need cold beer with this. I can't eat burger without cold beer.
That's true. Very good.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you, Red Team. Judges, before you is an appetizer prepared by the Big League Chews. Daryl, can you explain exactly what our judges will be enjoying today?
It's pretty self-explanatory what you're enjoying there, some chicken wings. What we decided to do was just go nice and easy. It's your typical hot wing. It's hot sauce, a little bit of butter, a little bit of paprika for you, pal. And we also threw in some honey as well, mix that up. It's got a little bit of a bite right off the bat, and then it stews into a nice sweet flavor at the end, so I hope you guys enjoy. Definitely sucking up to the judges was one of our game plans, for sure, and balancing the path of least resistance. We know she likes her paprika, and throw in a dash and try and soften her up.
Really nice crispiness. Like, this is what I say chicken wings are.
The honey's good.
Nice, sweet.
It's really nice.
I was worried they're going to be super hot, but they're good.
I can eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You fit in at the fire hall, because that's exactly what happens.
I know exactly where your fire hall is.
Anytime, anytime.
Judges, in front of you, the main, prepared by our blue team. Tony, tell us about how this is authentic to your fire hall.
This is a very traditional Vancouver Fire Department recipe. It's called pucks and gravy. Firefighters have probably been eating this for 100 years. It's essentially just a hamburger patty with some gravy. Fancy mashed potatoes, we call them dirty mash because we leave the skins on for a little extra fiber. Turnip and carrots, and then again, it's just some blanched broccoli for some health.
Tell me about the mash a little bit, actually. I love the fact that there's skins in there.
There's horseradish in there. There's some ranch dressing in there.
I'm glad I'm not tasting those green gloves that you were wearing earlier.
I was gardening yesterday, so I didn't want you to, get any of my tomato plants or anything.
Very nice and moist. Very, very nice.
Tasty. It's not something you want to have to eat 2 of them and then go on call for right after.
We usually have 3 of those. We didn't get this big just eating turnips.
This is fantastic.
They're all well-respected chefs and cooks and such. Whether we win or lose, I just hope they find it tasty.
Taco soup should be chili soup. It shouldn't be called taco
chili soup, but I think it was the best dish we tasted today, personally. The wings, I wish, if they're saying there's smoked paprika, I wish there was actually some smoked paprika taste.
He was trying to impress me with the paprika,
I know,
and I
but
am impressed.
Did you taste paprika?
I didn't taste it.
Neither did I.
And what about the juicy versus the puck?
Juicy burger, I was pleasantly surprised with the spice.
It was super moist. I was surprised at actually how moist it was.
The poutine wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I wasn't crazy about the gravy, though.
On the puck side, I thought the vegetables were a little bit poorly done.
Yeah. But that's coming from the top chef, you know.
No, but I mean, in any standard.
Hard to impress this
Making
guy.
me out to be the bad guy
So
here.
hard to impress.
Right now, yeah, I'm a little nervous. I really just don't want to get torn apart.
All I don't want is for them to be staring at me and telling me that my dish is terrible.
Judges, you've tasted our plates. Let's have you reveal our decision. Who is our winner?
The poutine wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I wasn't crazy about the gravy, though.
On the puck side, I thought the vegetables were poorly done.
Judges, you've tasted our plates. Let's have you reveal our decision. Who is our winner?
Yes! We won. Yes. Take that money home.
This comes down to pure just recipe and taste. We nailed it.
I honestly am a little disappointed. I thought ours was pretty pretty stellar as well.
It's a little shocking, but maybe theirs was just better than ours, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it too, yeah.
To be able to, just put even a little bit of a dent into the money they need for Children's Hospital in Saskatoon, it's a good feeling.
What I'm going to take out of it, maybe I should learn to become a better cook. I don't know. So
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Congratulations to our red team, Jeff and Drew from Saskatoon, for winning $1,000 to the Saskatoon Pediatric Fund. Thank you to both of our teams for participating. We'll see you next time on Cooking with Fire.